Wherever I go,
Go.
flee.
Rafaela. It's the heel man!
Oh, Rafa Exborg, okay.
Going full heel. I love it.
It's an old classic combo.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Yeah, I feel like he wants to show us that what he just did on Matilda, he can replicate on a Rafaela somehow, some way.
That's rhetoric, by the way. You don't have to answer that, folks, because the answer is nothing. There's nothing Renegade can't do. Welcome to game number 2. It's a best of 3. That means Aurora are currently at match point, and they bring out some spice to answer back on TLPH's pocket pick, the Eve. The last time, I remember, Joseph, the last time that the Eve was big money in our league is when TLPH won M4.
Man, that's been a minute.
You gotta throw back all the way to early 2023, late 2022. That's when Sanji's Eve helped win the M4 World Championship in Jakarta, Indonesia.
Yeah, and we've seen teams. Oh, whoa. It's an emote off.
This is the Northern Lights versus the Buff Horse.
Get yours now. Well, come on, that's a little biased, isn't it? They're showing. They're only showing. Okay, there it is.
Fine.
All right.
So
Who's your bias, right? But no, going back to it, that's the thing. Some teams have started to pull out the Eve again, but I still feel like for some reason it's not working as well as some people hope in the compositions that they bring to the table. Now this one, obviously, with what they have here for TLPH, this could all work really well because of the fact that I just really like the Minotaur pick with the Eve. And then, of course, you have, so far, we've seen so much of Phoveus, although he's kind of been altered in a little bit as well over the course of the regular season. So this is going to be interesting, I think, for TLPH on how they utilize the real-world manipulation plus that Minoan's Fury ultimate from the Minotaur.
But all that you mentioned is, again, as elaborated on by Renmar and Rockhart. Whoa, wait up! Whoa, Zedford!
Zedford, okay.
He flickered out.
He flickered out. He's got that flicker.
All right, so as I was saying, it's answered by the Holy Healing. You can walk out
lot
of
of
a Minoan
speed.
Fury. You're not hit by the Infernal Pursuit if you just run away quick.
Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing, too. I mean, depending on what UA decides to take for an ultimate, he most likely will have the Minoan Fury. So the fight for the turtle already going to break out. JP going to jump in, and now there's the real-world manipulation. Demon Kite gets the turtle, gets the first blood. Carl TZ falls as well. Everybody from TLPH is having a hard time here as RORA picks up so much in the exchange.
Look at the bodies, and they're not done. Look, Joseph, Aurora are leaning hard into Liquid's jungle. Sanji can only watch as Demon Kite takes away Carl TZ's purple. And Aurora walking away. Smooth criminals they are.
With criminals, man, how many teams, you gotta think, maybe you guys can ask yourself watching this too, how many junglers actually play a jungle Exborg right now in the current meta thing?
All right, to be fair, Carl TZ would know. He used to rock a jungle Exborg.
He did.
As early as, I'd say, last season's playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, him and, like, off the top of my head, I can think of him and Demon Kite for the most part. Like, the two players that do bring it to the table a
And
lot.
Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
Kyle TZ would sometimes whip it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this here, the fact that Aurora brought that out and the Rafaela means that this is something that them, Dex, Master of the Basics, they understand what this lineup does and how it responds to what TLPH brought to the table, which is, by the way, very meta. Same for the Eve, which we haven't really seen work out just yet. But best believe, as soon as we see it do its thing, whoa. As soon as we see it do its thing, then we will know for sure if it was worth it.
You know what Rafaela does to a team?
What did it do?
Whether you're playing your own games in RG or here, obviously, in the highest professional sense, it gives you confidence. Not just to your team, but especially in the gold lane. When you're in the gold lane, you know you have a Rafaela with you, and you have that healing, you have that speed even, and then you have, even if you need that peel with a Holy Baptism, like, it gives you so much confidence. I think that's what RORA is also playing on right now with this Rafaela pick. And I think usually the course of the games, it might fall off a little bit, but sure, that healing is great. The peel, the stun is always great as well.
And that's what Doming was going off of when you saw both him and Benny kind of go for it, go at it as early as the 4-minute mark. So I get it, I understand. And I totally agree. The fact that you have a player as charismatic and as confident as Renegade on a hero as such, and best believe you can expect great results. Turtle now up, less than half health, now knock up, and the real world!
There it is already. UA getting the turtle here. Now the fight. JP's already out of the picture. Sanford's quite low. He's dunking on Edward, though. as he picks up a kill. Sanford and JP are the trade. It's 2 for 1, but another turtle for Aurora.
Aurora are just allowing for these trades to happen. Again, the fact that all of TLPH's kids, oh, you
He's got the heals coming from Rena J, and he's going to escape. He's fine.
The fact that the 2 kills that Liquid have this early on, Carl Teasy!
Whoa!
Get away! Are on Edward means Aurora know exactly what's happening. They're in control,
Yeah.
and even in the gold lane, we see rarely the Hitman and the Healman rotate. This is his 12th most unique hero. The highest among all players this season. That's the cap.
Wait, so, I mean, last week, what do we hit? The number was 11, I think it was, and now he's 12.
Players like Kirk hit 11, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Chaknu as well, right?
Super Marco should be at about 12 too.
Yeah.
Chaknu as well, so he's in that upper echelon.
And that's what I just love about the current meta that we're in. And I know we had this patch come out, and it's, you know, maybe altered a thing or two here and there, but ultimately this is the healthiest, I would say, that the meta has been in for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
Where you have so many of these different players, roles, bringing out different
The
heroes.
fact that patch 1.9.20 came out and we weren't even asking for it.
Yeah.
The fact that it came out and really brought a few adjustments and Suyu means we're bound to see more evolution right before our eyes. This is a great time to be an MLBB fan. Quick item check here. Rene J rocking Tough Boots and Flask of the Oasis. On the other hand, you want to check in with Benny. He has one big item, another one on the way. Yet still Aurora, always ever so aggressive. Last turtle spotting lower quarter and already 3,000 up.
Yeah, not only that, just in the gold lane alone, Domang up 1,000 gold on Benny Cutie. So you can see this timing here. Even JP just now picking up the Flask of the Oasis. So that's the advantage that Aurora has. Good defensive item picked up here for Demon Kite as well. Got the Brute Force now. So the fight for the third turtle is going to break out here. TLPH wants to go ahead and try to get this one if they can. Edward again starting the fight. They're going to jump in. Carl Teasy will get the turtle. They'll find Edward again, and now JP in trouble as he's taken out of the picture. Last Insanity going to be used up, and no, jumping in, Sanford also goes down. So TLPH, they'll get the turtle, but they lost 2.
Liquid seemed to have dispersed way sooner than Roro was ready to end the fight. So Aurora, they stayed clumped up, ready for combat, maybe 2 or 3 seconds longer, and they punished Liquid for that decision. Again, you mentioned it, 2 kills for the turtle trade, and to be honest, I was a stolen turtle. Carl Teasy just really got into it, you know,
Yeah.
stepped into the paint and said, taking this.
Yeah, he didn't want to give any more of that up. I think even with all that, they still find themselves in a, you know, a position where they could contest the Lord if they want to, even down just nearly 3,000 gold.
But still on the ropes.
Still on the ropes.
I'll tell you now, the cavalry cannot breathe easy. Look at the gold on Doming and Demon. Joseph, you know how an ex-board doesn't need the gold?
He doesn't, yeah.
This is just sand in your eyes. This is just, I can't even, I want to fight you, but I can't even see you. I can't even kill you. When was the last time you saw Demon Kite scared to die?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Good response there, but hey, that's all part of the plan for Aurora. They got the tier 2 off of that.
And they traded a flicker too.
Yeah.
Check it out. They made Sanji flinch.
Sanji flickered, Edward had to flicker for that, so you find yourselves making these little moments happen around the map when you can for Aurora. They got the advantage. They're setting up for this Lord here.
All right, moment of respite off camera. Very cute, able to push that tier 1 down bottom, so this should allow for Liquid to kind of make some moves. 20 seconds until that turtle spawns. Lower quarter, exactly where Benny Cutie pushed in. I'd reckon they need to work on those tier 1s first. Like,
Yeah.
don't even think of contesting, because you're gonna lose. I'm very confident that more often than not, even if they do get the perfect Minoan Fury, the way Aurora is built right now, again, even with about 1,000 between Benny and Doming, 1,000 and change between DK and Carl, unless you get the perfect Minoan Fury and the RWM, like
Yeah.
just in there,
It's got to be layered.
it's got to be perfect.
At this point,
They're
this
looking
Lord
for it.
take, yeah, they're looking for it.
Benny's too far off, though.
Oh, look at them, actually. Again, Edward forcing out the RWM already. Takes a couple shots, going to be fine. Primal Wrath on out, but they jump back in with the Infernal Pursuit in the setup, too, for the Minoan Fury. JP already goes down. Last Insanity under the turret. He's going to be able to find multiples. What? What is that? From Demon Kite and the whole team, they'll wipe out the Cavalry.
Clean. Every one of them fallen. DK straight up like Beyblade X into Team Liquid Philippines lineup. Joseph, we gotta see that once again. Here's the Infinix instant replay. Look at this. Post real world manipulation. Fury for Fury. You see here how the call, almost perfect, storming and DK. That's all true damage.
That's all true damage. And that's the power, again, of that speed, little speed boost.
Correct.
Of having that Raphael there. How do you escape the rotating Beyblade of fire?
Holy healing forward.
That's tough.
That is more than tough. Again, looking at TLPH, they've been okay with a 3,500, 2,000 goal deficit for the better part of 5 minutes, and then suddenly, First Lord take. They're down almost 6.
Yeah.
Where did the majority of the go? Yep, there it is, confirmed. It's on DK.
It's on DK.
No, DK 6! 606!
He's, and you know, it's so funny because I want to say big damn, but like he's technically defensively built.
It's robust damn.
It's robust.
He's inevitable. Like he won't hurt you immediately, but if you let him stand around you long enough,
Yeah.
you're gonna hurt. You're gonna hurt.
You're cooked.
You're cooked.
At that point, you're cooked.
It's like a Miami tan. You would know.
Yeah, I would. Shout outs to our good friend in Florida, by the way.
The Floridians.
Shout out to Trex. I think he just got married, by the way. It's totally random.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's in a couple of days.
Oh, okay. Well, what's not in a couple days is this push from the Lord.
The Aurora might end here.
All shields already going to be pushed in. TLPH down almost 8,000 gold. They'll clear out the Lord. Turret's going to be worked on mid lane. There's the push in once again. Demon Kite just unleashing. They have to use the Minoan Fury, but they jump in again. And RORA will just force themselves into the fight, into the base. They pick up 4 again. They pick up the series with a sweep.
Aurora, say it's lights out. Liquid Philippines lay in shambles as the Northern Lights knock them out. 2-0.
What a day. What a Friday to open up week 6 here.
Not a good day to be a Titan, bro.
Not a good day to be a Titan. The targets are on the back.